Warning, sarcastic commentary, spontaneous references, and random theories ahead. Watch at your own risk. Hello everybody, this is Discombobulate Gamer, and today we are back for a new scary game. We are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now don't let this innocent looking game deceive you. So as most of you know, for any game that I look into, I do try to research it a little bit. This game is now one of the top most rated, like the top highest rated games on Steam ever. It's also considered to be one of the scariest games of 2017. It's supposed to be groundbreaking and revolutionary in the genre of visual novels and dating simulations. One of the reviews I read about it that was thankfully wasn't spoiler, but what it said was that basically this game revolutionized dating simulation in the way that Undertale revolutionized RPGs. And as many of you know, Undertale is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm a huge fan of it. This one's supposed to have a lot of similar interesting things. I've heard that there might be some fourth wall breaking a little bit. I don't really know a whole lot, but one thing I do have to be clear about as we go into this is that when I fired this cute game up, there were a whole bunch of warnings. Especially warnings for like if you are depressed or suicidal or have anxiety, that this game has triggers for that, and that you shouldn't necessarily play this game if you have that. Also, I had to verify that I am over 13 years old to play this game. And so what I would say is going into this, for all of you guys, that might be something really good to keep in mind while you're watching this Let's Play of it. As always, I'll keep my side of it clean. I won't curse or anything like that. But I can't vouch for what's going on in this game. I mean, obviously it's a dating simulation. So it's going to be we're going to see some probably more mature content, but then also, everything I saw is that it's a horror game disguised as a dating simulation. That's what a lot of, when you go to their Steam page, all of the reviews are the best horror game of 2017, and so it's going to be a horror game, so we're also going to be dealing with some more mature content there. But enough talking, let's jump into this and see what's going on. Oh, I have to enter my name. I guess I'm playing as a guy. Let's be Aiden. That's just a random name that came into my head. Oh dear, and I'm gonna have to do voices, which is, as you guys know, I'm not the best at voices, and it looks like I'm gonna have to do the voices out of at least 4 girl characters. So this is gonna be really, really fun. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Wow, he's not a very nice character. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Aiden. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Aiden, have you decided on a club to join yet? This voice is going to kill me. I don't think I'm going to have much of a voice left. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Okay. I'm calling it right now. She's our childhood best friend and next door neighbor. She totally has a crush on us. But seriously, we're not a very nice person. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Yeah, this voice is not going to last. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming an NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I feel like I should know what an NEET or NEET is, but it's not coming to mind. So you guys can all yell at me in the comments about that. But seriously, let me know. I'm not remembering that. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Seriously, this girl is adorable. Yeah, I guess I'll try. I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Yeah, he's not very nice. He really isn't. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Let me guess, it's literature club. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Maybe. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Shocker. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Hey, I mean, that's not a bad reason. I have joined clubs when I was in school for worse reasons than that. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Ooh, she's really not nice. Is that like the true horror of this game, that we're playing as this character who is just awful? I don't know, but he's not a nice person. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have all of it planned out, planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Okay, let me figure out your voice. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh great, I have too many voices. Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Aiden, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly hard-to-voice girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Or Natsuki. I don't know how you... Natsuki. I don't know. I just gotta pick a pronunciation and go with it. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently... It apparently changes with every time I say it. I'm gonna say Natsuki? I'm just gonna go with Natsuki. It's probably not right. Is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Aiden. Monica smiles sweetly. That's a really weird position. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Which means I'm absolutely gonna get with her because this is a dating simulation. Yay! So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Aiden. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and I can't read. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. That is adorable. I hope they show me a picture of it. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Dude, it's a freaking cupcake. I mean, you eat it. You're gonna get frosting on you. I mean, if it's a good cupcake with lots of frosting, you're gonna get frosting on you. Just eat it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? That's weird, okay. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Come on. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader! Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Wrong voice, man. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Wow, it sounds like starting a YouTube channel. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Oh, that was really bad. You know it! I don't know, I'm still... doing 5 different voices is being tricky. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Aiden, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I'm gonna predict romance. You look kind of like a romance girl. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I have a hunch that this may be what's going on with this game. Let's go. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands over her shoulders, her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww! I wanted to read everyone's poems! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help all of us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Aiden? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still just one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, well, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Aiden? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls because it's a dating simulation and I must date one, if not all, of these beautiful girls. Sorry, I'm not a big dating simulation person at all. I really am not a big fan of the genre. I've tried a couple and I enjoy sometimes if there's a good story put into it, but it's just so easy to make fun of. And usually dating simulations, they don't have really good stories. I mean, not always. It's usually, they're just not my cup of tea. So I'm going to continue to make fun of this one until it proves to me why it's worth playing. But from everything that it's a really cute game so far. So I'm going to keep going with it. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came just for the cupcakes, I would be super annoyed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Aiden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Well, I'll be honest, it looks like she's kind of already into you already to an extent, Aiden, so I don't think you have to worry that much, but we'll see. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, Aiden! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me, because this is totally not a horror game. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, this is my prediction. He's actually going to be like a mass murderer or something, and he's going to kill like all of them, and the horror game is that we are the villain ourselves. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Oh, okay, so I have to pick who I want to go for, I guess. Wait a minute. There's only... Okay, wait, where's Monica? Is Monica not an option? I guess that means Monica's already dating somebody else, but Monica is not an option here. So I can go with Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri. Like, I like Yuri, but she's the stereotypical, like, oh, I'm shy, and oh, I like to read and stuff. And like, I can understand that to an extent, because growing up, that was me to an extent. Natsuki is really interesting to me, just because she's kind of like she likes cute stuff, but she's kind of insecure too. She doesn't like to let people know what she likes. And Sayori is our childhood best friend, who totally has a crush on us. I think I'm gonna go with Sayori just because, like, she's the girl next door. I really like those kind of love stories, so let's give it a whirl. Okay, so what would Sayori like? Oof. I'm gonna try... Let's try lipstick? Nope. Let's try ocean? Yes, okay. Hope? Okay. I feel like she'd be a joy. Okay, good. Ooh, I think together? Yes! Sing? I feel like I'm gonna go child. Okay, good. This is hard. I think she'd be friends. Okay. Because I'm trying to stay away from the overly cutesy stuff because that seems to be her, and she seems to be like the really big stuff. I'm gonna say clumsy. Okay. Lucky. Dude, I feel like Silly and Pink are both gonna be Natsuki, as is Kawaii. Let's try Sparkle. Okay. Pure. No! Okay. Let's try Memories. Okay. Playground. Nope. Rats. Sweet. No. I'm gonna go sweet. Okay, good. I feel like she'd be a family. Okay, good. Man, this is a long poem. I hope we get to read it. Smile? Sweet. Let's try... Fun? Okay. Shiny. Nope. Okay, I'm having a really hard time distinguishing between those two. Like, which one goes where. But let's see here. I feel like you would be Melody, maybe? No. Okay, I don't know. I may have gone... I don't know if that was more Sayori or more Natsuki. I feel like it was in between. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to end it right here. Let me save this. Yeah, save. I think I'm going to end it here for now. At least for now, I'm going to try to keep these in about my 30-minute episodes that I usually upload to my channel. If you guys end up really liking this and you prefer them in longer segments, let me know. I know that from what I was looking, this is a pretty long game. Like, it's not super long, but it's a little bit longer than some of the other games I've played on the channel. But we'll just see. But if you guys enjoyed this, let me know down in the bottom. Let me know who your favorite of the girls is and who you would have gone with if you were trying to write a poem. And if you have any hints for picking words for Sayori versus Natsuki, let me know. Yeah, and I'll see you guys again next time. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye!